Thank you so much for joining. My subject today is knowing when to pivot or knowing how to pivot. This last couple days, or you should know what's happening with the Microsoft breakdown worldwide, not just city, state, but worldwide. You got to learn how to pivot. And that's my subject matter. Today, well, I should be in Las Vegas, but let me tell you about pivoting. I'll talk about personally. I flew into Fresno, California yesterday morning. Didn't take anything with me because I knew my material was here and I knew I was flying right back a few hours later. Okay. However, didn't take anything with me. Not a grip or anything, overnight bag, nothing because I'm flying in, flying right back out. 45-minute flight from Vegas to Fresno and then up and down. Got it? Okay. So get there 2 hours before I get a notice my flight has been postponed. Okay. Well, it's delayed. No problem. Pivoting. I understand. And I figured for another hour. So I figured let's go to the airport and get my pass because it wouldn't let me do it on the telephone. Guess what? I get there. There's seven people in front of me, and a gentleman in front of me says, "Are you here for the Vegas flight?" I go, "Yes, sir, I am. I just want to grab my ticket real quick." He says, "Look at the board. It's canceled." I said, "Wow." And I looked behind me 2 minutes later, 10 people standing behind me. Another 5 minutes later, 30 people behind me. I got there early enough. Watch this. Finally got to the desk. The lady says the first two flights tomorrow morning is sold out. You can catch the 7 p.m. flight tonight, which is today. No problem. Thank you very much. And as I was at the desk, gentlemen on the left side of me, right side of me, they were going off on the ladies behind the register for the airlines and just saying all kind of crazy things. And long story short, they didn't understand how to pivot. Me being there calm, and I said, "Ma'am, ladies, I'm sorry that that gentleman and that guy there is going off on you. It's not your fault. I realize that, and I thank you for being here. I'm fortunate you're going to put up with a lot more people behind me that me feel that way. But I want to say I want to thank you, and I appreciate you." Question: as you pivot, are you appreciative or are you mad, upset, and let your emotions overtake you, and possibly say things you don't really mean to somebody possibly that you love, or even a person who's trying to serve you? Now remember, these ladies were trying to serve the people who got counseled. There's no sense of cursing. There's no sense of going off. There's no sense of anything. But be calm. You got to learn how to pivot. So because I was nice, said thank you so much. Got out, left, stayed overnight at some friends' home there in Fresno. Got up the next morning, had a great breakfast with some friends. Four of the gentlemen, we did our live call from my normal call I do Friday call. And after that, I said, let's head over to the airport. And I noticed it wouldn't let me in again. So I said, you know what? Let's go to the airport. Went to the airport in Fresno. The sign for the airlines was not even up. There was a posting saying, "We will be opening our windows 2 hours before the flight." And that was like tonight at 7. Matter of fact, they should be in another 50 minutes. They might be leaving, but it's been canceled. But watch this. Because I pivoted, I said, aha. And their chances are that this so-called Microsoft outburst is happening may happen again because it's not under control yet. And not only 144,000 flights get canceled, probably another 160,000 a day. So I said to myself, Al, Thomas, pivot. Get on your phone, make a reservation for a rent a car, which I did. Made a reservation for a rent a car because of my points and everything else. And anyway, long story short, got the rent a car within about 45 minutes. Walked in, talked to the young man at the front desk, chatted with him. He subscribed to the channel. By the time I got outside, I had three more people subscribing to the channel because they don't want to be there working, and I was sharing about what their lifestyle could be. And when I did that, I got in the car. The lady was so nice. She said, "Mr. Thomas, hey, pick out whatever car you want at whatever same rate, whatever car you want, sir, whatever your car you want." I said, "Wow." So in other words, what am I saying? By knowing how to pivot and be nice to people during good times and bad times, you'll receive a blessing. Matter of fact, let me tell you something else that happened because I was so nice. I woke up this morning and this certain airlines gave me a credit for $200 for missing or for canceling the flight. Wait a minute. I know you said $200. It. Whoa. You got to understand. I didn't ask for it. You have to understand. I was just nice. You have to understand. I pivoted. Sure, it was something better than nothing. And probably the guy on both sides of me probably didn't get anything because how they acted when they had to pivot to what happened on that particular time and moment. And I said, God, I thank you. I pivoted. I was nice. Wow, it's a blessing. So I get to the rental car. The lady says, pick out whatever car you want on the lot, sir. So I said, do you have any Rolls Royces? Where's the Lamborghinis? Where's the Ferraris? And because I'm always joking and having fun with people, she's this is the best car I got on the lot. Take this one right here. And I think you'll enjoy it driving back and it'll be nice and comfortable. I said, thank you. Got on the freeway and guess what? I pivoted. Beautiful day in California. Beautiful day driving to Vegas. Although as I'm looking out right now, it says right here it's 114 degrees outside. That's why I'm inside. And I'm driving back 6 hours back to Vegas, taking my time, enjoying listening some of the videos. That's right. I'm learning, right? As I'm riding and driving. Because I learned to pivot. I'm enjoying the beautiful day. I'm enjoying a beautiful Friday. I'm looking at the mountains. I see the cows on the mountains. I even saw a couple of donkeys coming through the pass as I was coming to Vegas. And watch this. Most people would have missed the beauty of that. Missed the beauty of it. Complaining, but they didn't know how to pivot. So I get to Vegas. I'm about 45 minutes outside of Vegas. I'm here at Prim Shopping Center, which is closed down. I stopped in to get a little bit of water to drink so I can get ready for this call. So I got off the freeway, pivoted. My whole day has been relaxed, where somebody else's day has been crushed and they can't let it go because they don't know how to pivot. Folks, the beautiful thing about being able to pivot, your life will change, your blood pressure will go down, and you'll live a lot better life and you in harmonious, very harmoniously, excuse me. And also, guess what? You can live longer. A lot of times people let the small things stress them out. Can I change the flight being canceled? No. Can I change the lady being? No. Can I change any of this? No. So why do we do these things? Because we haven't grew and grow enough, maturity enough, controlling our emotions to understand life is going to throw you curveballs. Who else has got curveballs? Yeah, yeah, we all get curveballs. Sometimes it's from the wife, sometimes it's from friends, your business partners. It could be your organization, it could be a real, whatever. We all get curveballs, but how do you pivot? How do you accept it? How do you deal with it? Do you embrace the anger or do you just let it go? Um, this morning I woke up at my friend's house. The sun was coming up on the horizon. I went out in the backyard, sat in a chair, brought one out for me to sit in the chair, and I faced the sun coming over his fence this morning early as the sun was rising and as the birds were chirping. And then we fed the birds and the blue jays came. And I'm just looking at how beautiful God made this whole earth. The beautiful cedar trees in his backyard, the green grass, and the smell of morning dew on the grass. It was heating up pretty much because it was getting warm there in Fresno. But the blessing is, how do I get up and start my day? I pivoted through the whole day. Whatever came up, it was still okay. And guess what? I've made it through the day. I'm 45 minutes from home. I had to pull off to get here to talk to you about how to pivot. So life is going to throw you some curveballs. Be able to understand how to pivot. Be understand a lot of things are out of your control. The more you try to control things, the less you actually control things. Let me say this: don't ever do that. Just go with the flow. I used to do a little thing in a class when I was teaching people about success and wealth principles. I just have people put their hands up and I walk over there and I say, watch this. I'm gonna show you how we resist change, resist understanding. And I said, put your hand up. And people put and guess what they would do? Every time they would try to fight me on it when they could just like real simple. Because we're so intense. We gotta be right. We gotta be perfect. We gotta be what we gotta be. And when something comes up, we do not know how to pivot. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 24 to 48 hours, the whole world had to pivot. What kind of score would you give yourself on a 1 to 10 on being able to pivot without anxiety, without being frustrated, without being mad, without saying bad words? Did you pivot with a smile? Did you still bless somebody's day to day? I got 7 people to subscribe to the channel just because I pivot with a smile. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. It's Friday, and I know some of you hope this got your blood pressure down a little bit. I never talk about how bad of a day I had. I always talk about the blessings I had every day. Because in everything that seems negative in your life, there's a silver lining. You just got to look for it. Ladies and gentlemen, learn how to pivot. God bless you. Have a great weekend and continue to pivot.